Welcome to the first episode of 500 points for £50. In this series we try to find some ways of making a Warhammer 40k 500 point list for equal to or less than £50. Before we start, I just want to mention the rules. Firstly, we can buy models from anywhere we want, however in this series it will mostly be from the Games Workshop store, third-party sellers such as these, and eBay. Secondly, we will include postage costs. Also, no proxying. We'll try to go as WYSIWYG as it gets because every point counts. And finally, codexes and other supplements are only bonuses and are not necessary. We can use Battlescribe or Wahapedia to find all the rules for free. Okay, let's get started. In today's episode we're looking at the Grey Knights. I have to admit, as a heavily elite army, finding a 500 point list for under £50 wasn't too difficult, but I'm not entirely sure how effective this list will be. I'd imagine that psychic power synergies are what will be keeping this list alive on the battlefield. You better pray to the Emperor those pesky 2+ saves don't fail. To save costs, we'll be taking a Vanguard detachment, made up of a small team of various Paladin models. I've got a 3-man Paladin squad armed with Force Halberds, a standard Grey Knight Apothecary, a Paladin Ancient, and finally Drago himself. Using Battlescribe, we find out this detachment is 491 points and costs £47, which is about this in dollars. Okay, let's head to the computer to see how we got this list. Okay, so for the main bulk of the detachment, we want to sort of use Paladins, because this set is probably one of the best value for points, really, that GW does, for Grey Knights at least. So like I said, we want to do the Vanguard detachment, mainly because we can get 3 elites pretty cheap and we can get an HQ as well. And this set has 3 elites in it and it's £32.50. So if you equally divide these guys up, you're paying about £6.50 per model, which is pretty decent, because you've got basically a 3-man Paladin squad here, then you've also got an Apothecary and you've also got a Paladin Ancient, which makes up your 3 elites. So if you do want to do a really cheap 500 point list, this is by far the best way to go for Grey Knights. Now, there are obviously ways you can get these guys for cheaper. One of the obvious ones is going on eBay, and you can see there's quite a few good deals here. But you've got to be aware as well that the pre-assembled Paladins, they might not have the pieces that you want, especially for the Apothecary and the Ancient, so you've got to be aware of that. But you can see here, like, there's a few ones for bids where that's, £19 with a bit of postage, and you can get those for a lot cheaper than on the GW website for sure. So just have a look on eBay and you'll probably find something that's pretty decent. You can also go on third-party sites. So this is Alchemist Workshop, and this is by far, I think, the best discount that I found online for the Paladins. That is at 23% off. There's £25.10. That sounds great, but you've got to also factor in postage cost, because you're not going to get postage for free if you spend just £25.10 on the website. I think you get free shipping for over £50, so you've got to spend over 50, and we want to spend less than 50, so this might not be the best way to go. So the next thing we want to do is get an HQ choice, and Drago is actually probably one of the best options you can do, because he's about 180 points, I think. This is 8th edition points though, but that's quite a lot for an HQ choice, because he's a character, and he's only £15. That is a seriously good deal, especially for Games Workshop, to be honest. But it is an old cast, so I guess you would expect that. Again, you can go on eBay, and there's some really good options. I mean, I've seen this one here. There's a metal one for £15 plus 370 postage. I think GW's postage for less than £20 is about 350, like the lowest bracket. So actually, this isn't far off if you just want to buy this model. I'd recommend getting the metal one because it just feels so much heavier and nicer on the table, to be honest. So that's a pretty good option for you to get. If you actually get the cheapest option, so you end up buying, say, this, and then you also end up buying this one, including postage cost, it's going to come to £47.75, which is less than £50, which is pretty good. But you can actually get it for a little bit cheaper using the GW official website, which is quite funny actually. Because Games Workshop does free postage for orders over £20, you can essentially get this squad, so you got your 3 elite choices, and also you can get Drago for a £47.50, which is, I think, pretty good. So that's 491 points for £47.50, so you're essentially paying about 10 pence per point. Now there are other options because this is not including a codex. And I was looking on Alchemist Workshop again, and what you can actually do is you can get the codex here for £19.50. It says available on back order, but if it is in stock, that's a pretty good deal for a 22% discount off the codex. So if you want to get the codex, this will be above £50, but you can actually end up getting this guy. You can also get Grandmaster Voldus and get the Paladins as well. So you get that free shipping, and it should come to £62.60, which is also again a pretty decent deal. Now Voldus is less points than Drago, which means you're going to have to give a few. If you want that 500 points, you're going to have to give a lot of your Paladins Nemesis Demon Hammers, and I believe you only get one Nemesis Demon Hammer with the set, so you might have to go on eBay and actually buy some individual pieces to actually make those, to actually give more of your guys Nemesis Demon Hammers, which again is going to cost a little bit more. We're going to go with the £47.50 from just going off the GW website, but yeah, if you want the codex, that is £62.60 with Voldus instead of Drago as an HQ choice. Also, just to mention, I don't want to just shout out Alchemist Workshop, because there are other super good third-party sellers like Whaling Games that do some of these models for a little bit cheaper. This is Grandmaster Voldus, and he's £70.89, so you do get a little bit of saving there, but you just got to sort of check out many of the other third-party websites. Like 20% is sort of like the standard discount they'll do, but again, just search on your own and you might find a few good deals. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. I'll put the links to all the items that I've shown in this video in the description if you want to buy it yourself. But this is just a little pilot episode, and yeah, if you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll continue making more of them. I guess we'll see what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.